So Cello Boy is gonna be up first here today, which we've been doing pretty good, haven't we, Cello Boy? Let's keep riding that high. Let's keep getting all the hits for you, buddy. All right, let's do it. We'll start off with a mega opening here. That takes write-off. Yeah, oh yeah, top loaders, sleeves. Yeah, all that's tax write-offs, dude. 100%. Right? Those are all your supplies. 100%, dude. 100%. Oh, okay. Did we pull this for you yesterday, or was that somebody else? Because we definitely pulled a Gardevoir yesterday. Cello Boy, nice. Hell yeah, brother. Back to back, dude. We just pulled this for Cello Boy yesterday. Beautiful SA. Dude, we've been getting way too many SARs. Our average rates of SARs are way crazy. We need to get a gold soon, though. Right? But I am happy our SARs are way above average, dude. Just pay what you need. I think a lot of times, like I said, there's so many laws. I mean, tax is always changing, right? There's so many laws, there's so many rules, right? And there's so many exemptions, right, that people just don't know about. There are things that still can be done. Alright, so what? Back-to-back Gardevoir yesterday and today for Cello Boy, and then back-to-back SAR today, Gardevoir Absol. Ho 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 ho! Yes, dude! Holy moly, Cello Boy! I love this artwork. It's by Arita. Such a sick artwork by Arita, yeah? That is crazy, dude. Congratulations! Nice up! Don't you have boxes in plain view if you're tempted to rip? I don't get tempted to rip all the time. I get influenced to rip, though. You know, if the wife wants to rip something, I got some friends or I got some buddies that are like, hey, let's rip some Pokemon stuff. Yeah, then I'll rip. But I don't get the urge to rip things because I like collecting things sealed. You know, there's a certain level of satisfaction in, you know, owning sealed products. But yeah, we rip from time to time. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, is your satisfaction of rip satisfied because you do so many rips every day? Not really. If I still have the urge to rip, I have the urge to rip. I don't think this changes anything, right? Because like I get to rip stuff. I mean, it's exciting to rip things for you guys because like I like when I'm chasing something that you guys are going for. I like the feeling of being the one to pull you guys some awesome things, which honestly our track record is pretty crazy what we pull here and what we get. Right? I think that's exciting to do that, but it's not mine, right? So if anything, it could make me want to itch more to open my own stuff, right? Because I'm like, damn, dude, all these ding ding dongs getting Ethan's ho-ho and I still haven't been able to pull one yet, which I have done that a couple of times, right? Where I've opened up some Heat Wave, right? Just because still trying to chase that Ethan's ho-ho. Haven't gotten it yet. Interesting dynamic, I guess. What's the biggest card you submitted ever? Or are you talking about, yeah! Everybody! I don't know how we do it! I'm telling you guys, our SAR hit rates are stupid. People open a case and they maybe get 1. We've already pulled 3 out of 3 boxes. It doesn't make sense. I'm telling you right now, the hit rates you see do not make sense. They never do. And again, I want to reiterate. People are like, yeah, but he opens stuff every day. Every day is like this. If you go back, all my VODs are there. Somebody do an Excel spreadsheet for the last 90 days, right? You can mark every box open, right? And the hit rates that we have, we are way above the average, man. I don't know how we do it, all right? Kind of a stupid question. I know the mega sets have double, triple SR potential in each box. You get 2 SRs in the same box. Yes. So, I mean, that's not a dumb question. That's a good question. Every box, you're guaranteed 1 item SR, right? Just like this one right here. You see this item SR? You get 1 item SR guaranteed in every box. And that's why now you get 2 guaranteed, right? Because you get that item and you can get an SR or an SAR. So that's your 2-hit box. The triple hit box is because people count that item plus the SR plus an SAR, right? Now your question is, can you get an SR with 2 other SRs? Yes. So I'll run you down all the combinations. SR item, SR. SR item, SAR. SR item, SR, SR. SR item, SR, SAR. Those are the only possible combinations that you can open in a box. You cannot get 2 SARs, right? But you can get 3 SRs. That's all the possible combinations you can get. That's it. Hopefully that makes sense. Your wife says Pokemon TCG is essentially marketed to children. What's your take on this? So we talked about this before, actually, right? I think in terms of the definition of, what gambling is, right, is based upon what you do, your perception and what you do. Just like almost anything else you do in life, right? Because when you buy these cards, right, you buy them to open them, to collect them, right? Now, I think if you buy, you don't care about collecting, you want to buy just to see if you can get more value than the box, then sure, I think you're going to be leaning more towards, that end, right? But end of the day, people are buying this, right? Some people have a monetary value behind the, each and every card, right? But in reality, I think kids and even us, most of us here that collect, right? We rip cards, right? It's nice to see values behind them. It's nice to see values grow, right? But it's not quite the same as walking into a casino, putting $100 in a slot machine, spinning it, winning or losing. You see what I'm saying? Right? Because technically by that definition of Pokemon is gambling, packs are gambling, if we want to say that, then technically everything we do in life is gambling, right? Oh, going for a drive. Oh, you're gambling your life, right? Flying on an airplane, right? Eating sushi, right? You gambling your life, right? Everything in life is gambling. If we want to go by that definition, right? If you want to use a definition or something, you can't just use it for the purpose of your story, right? It can't fit your narrative to your liking. Yeah, exactly. You know what? That's the same thing as going, you know what? Every Dave and Buster's that exists is a gambling spot for kids. It's a legal gambling place for kids. Every Chuck E. Cheese is a gambling facility legally for kids. I think the narrative of, hey, Pokemon cards or even any cards, any pack openings, right, is gambling is kind of a controversial topic. And I think because it's a controversial topic, it leads people to say that and headline that kind of, again, going back to our terminology here, narrative. Does that make sense? Right? It's like a hot topic because it sounds, you know, like, hey, that's crazy. Right? That's wild. There's a video of someone to see how much money it took to get enough tickets to redeem the Xbox, and it was more than it would have taken just to buy it instead. Exactly. But you know, you go into the arcade because you're
another one.
I can tell you right now, these hit rates are not normal, okay? And I'm gonna keep telling you every day. You're gonna come here every day, every week, okay? Right? Every breaker's got an SAR so far, okay? Lucario SA. I'm telling you, man, there's something wrong. There is no way, right? We continually get the crazy hits. We continually get here. It makes no sense, baby. It's literally not normal. So again, if you guys are buying boxes of this and doing rips of this, just remember, it's just not even close to what the average hit rates are, okay? Please. Do I have Microsoft Word? I use Microsoft, yeah. Why? Shadow Monkeys. But I also use, what is that, the Gmail one too, right? Those Google Docs and stuff. Yeah, work pretty well as well.
Another one.
Everybody SAR. What the hell is going on today, man? You tell me anybody that pulls hit rates like this, right? Maybe one time you might see them. We do it every day. Doesn't make sense. Every day. Makes no sense. I'm telling you, man. Right? I guess you wonder why the store goes so quick. Yeah, I wonder why. I guess you wonder why, you know, everybody hops in, right? Even if it's bro science, we got the good vibes here. Even if it's 1% chance more, even less, who cares, man? Right? Whatever is working for us here, man. We keep pulling the stupidest stuff. It makes no sense. Absolutely redonkulous stuff. Absolutely redonkulous. That's how we do it up, baby. Right? That's how we been doing it, right, Knockwood? Island next guy confirmed. I try to. What is this stupidity, dude? I'm telling you, man. Something don't make sense here, boys and girls. Right? I'm telling you, these SAR hit rates are not normal. The amount of SARs we hit today, you could probably open up 8 cases and get around the same amount of SARs. You can open cases and get about the same rate. That's freaking crazy, huh? This makes no sense. I'm telling you, man. I cannot promise this for every breaker. I hope we get it for every breaker. Right? I can promise you a good time, and honestly, if you believe in the bro science, if you believe in the manifestation, I guess we just gonna keep pulling them, right? If you believe, we gonna pull it, man. Let's get some nice ARs too. I really like the ARs that are in this set. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur is nice. Sometimes I get the ARs mixed up with the 2 sets. Lucario EX, we get 4 of these. Sometimes 5. Steelix, forgot about this cool looking one. Steelix AR. That's true. You gotta say SAR, right, Mina?
Another one.
Everybody! Are you a part of everybody? I think so. Everybody! We pulled 3 of these today. I'm telling you, man. Right? You're like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. He can't do it again. Let's freaking go. What'd I tell you, the Furbs? Good vibes, right? Beautiful Mega Absol, Mitsuhiro Rita artwork, SAR. You replicate these hit rates, bro. I challenge you, bro. Nonetheless, try to replicate multiple days, every day of our stream hit rates, man. It makes no sense. Yeah, I think moving forward for the next couple of months too, I think every week or almost every other week there's a convention or a trip that I'm going on. Kind of crazy. Has been pulled. I told you guys, man. You tell me where you see these hit rates, man. Everybody today is just getting ridiculous hit rates. That's how we do it, baby. Nice. Such a beautiful gold, yeah. Look at this. Our very first Rare. All right. You know what happens now, right? Once you pull one, they just come flooded. All right. They just come flooded. Oh my God. If you guys joined in today, man. All right. You guys had the nut odds of getting crazy pulls. Holy moly. We can get a triple box. It's nice. This gold here reminds me of the very first gold that they ever did. but obviously way nicer and way more polished. The first ever gold card that they made was from the black and white set, ironically, right? Black and white set. I mean, they just did a black and white set as well. Right now they're redoing these amazing golds where they have like this full mono gold look. It was from the black and white legendary treasure set when they released Zekrom and Reshiram as full art golds. Those are the first ever gold cards, and this definitely reminds me of that. It's so nice, dude. So freaking nice. I will say, definitely lives up to the hype. I think it's a guaranteed triple hit. Really? Hey, so we were talking about that ROMs. People were asking about that, and I said we don't know yet because we haven't opened a Mer Rare, so we'll find out. Right? That would be interesting because usually in Pokemon, they've not really had like a guarantee of anything, you know what I mean? So, nice to know, right? So, maybe we'll be able to put that piece of knowledge down, right? If you get a Mer Rare, it sounds like you might be getting a triple box. Now, like I said, it's not guaranteed. Right? Oh my god! I didn't even know that's possible! This is possible! Oh, what the hell? Venusaur SAR! Now we know! Let's freaking go, man! You can get SAR and gold. Same box. That means triple box can be gold, Mer, SAR, and should be an item card in here. Oh my god! What the hell? Congratulations, baby. Nice. Holy moly guacamole, man. I mean, we have pulled the Venusaur before, which is epic, but come on, dude. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh my god, dude. Nice. Okay. I like what I see, it's man. I'm telling you, man. There's our item card. You show me where gets these kinds of hit rates, right? And again, I want to emphasize, right? You can get lucky once in a while. But how the hell do we stream every day and get the hits we get every day? Again, go ahead and check the VODs. 90 days of VODs, right? Open in Excel, mark what I open, how many boxes, how many packs, and mark the pull rates. We're not even above average. We are stupid above average, right? Redonkulously above average. Right? You can probably go to a regular local card shop, open all their Japanese boxes they have in stock, whatever cases they have, and you probably not going to even see one Mer Rare and 10 SARs, right? That is just some stupidity. It makes absolutely no freaking sense, bro. Do I follow a certain formula in how I price my products? Not really. Big Cash, I mean, the general gist is, you know, whatever I can get it for, we just put, you know, a little bit on top of it. It also depends on the product, you know what I mean? It depends on what it is. And then also it depends on, you know, if I have the product already, as well as, you know, the price point of the product. All right, so lots of factors that come into play. So sometimes, you know, when brand new Japanese sets, one of the issues that was happening a lot before, like maybe the last like 2 years, was that a Japanese set would release. It would be so crazy. The market price would be so nutty that I would consider to not bring it in, because bringing it in and then having it for breaks, it just doesn't make sense, right? But you know, I kind of dictate if I'm gonna bring something in based upon, you know, if I think it's valuable or worth it. If it's not, we don't bring it in. So like right now too, when we had the release of White and Black, right? White Flare and Black Bolt in English, right? My usual guy that I usually get products from didn't really have it available, right? Because I get everything on the secondary market. I don't have any distribution for anything. No boxes, not even one box, not even one pack, right? We get from distribution. Right, we have no distro access or whatever. Because of that, we've kind of held off on doing White Flare and Black Bolt. We also have held off on doing some Prismatic. We did some at the beginning, right? So we had a supply of some, but things got a little bit too crazy, so we've been holding back on it for now. So
another one.
What is this, man? What the hell? Right, yeah, now we know anytime you get an SAR, you still can get a Mer Rare. Isn't that crazy? That is a crazy thing to be able to say and know now. That is wild, dude. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense, dude. All right, let me get some island reason.